Good evening, travelers. This is going to be an open reading for the annular solar eclipse at 21 Libra on 14 October. Now, if you've read my Substack, I've explained to you the kind of solar eclipse this is going to be. This is the one where the earth moves between the sun and the moon, and so we will have a halo effect around the sun. I don't know what this reading is going to be about. It is open, and so I've already pre-shuffled the cards and meditated on the eclipse, and so I'm just going to open the cards. I hope that's okay. Let me turn the camera around so that we can see, if anything, what the eclipse has to show us. As you know, eclipses can hide things, and I think that the Israeli incursion is going to occur on the eclipse. The troops going into Gaza, I think they are waiting for the eclipse. I might do a reading about that tomorrow and post it to my Substack with the Nostradamus cards. But we will see. I have a lot of things going on this week. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and shuffle the cards one time. I got a feeling that I need to shuffle them, and my shuffling is getting better. We will cut the cards. I have with me the Levita Sibila for clarification, and since I don't know what the reading will speak about, that will determine what oracle card I pull. First card down, the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. Wow. Next row, the Strength card, the Ten of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. So far, so good. The Hermit. The Three of Swords. The Five of Swords. What is the overall energy of the spread? It is the Star card. Now, in a way, that card is represents the cosmology or the astrology. So it could be talking about the eclipse. We see here this disc is kind of representative of an eclipse. But the Star card says that you are healing. This card is about your hopes and dreams and wishes. It is also about being comfortable within yourself. Comfortable enough that you can take water from your own well. See her taking water up out of the well, and she's pouring it out into the 5 directions. That can mean that you are going to have to draw from your own well, but share what you have. Now, I don't know how that is coming into play, but I think it will become plain to me as I go through the reading. Past, present, future. Past, present, future. Interplay of the cards. Across the top row, I have pentacles. I also have 3 tens here. 10 of pentacles, 10 of cups, and the wheel of fortune. And that's a big thing, because the number of multiples will tell you how the changes will come about. But tens are a changing energy. As you can see underneath the star card, there is an ace of an ace of cups from there. And let me start by saying everything is happening around this 10 of cups. It is one of the most positive cards in the deck in terms of a pip card, because it says that nothing can detract away from it. So what this is about is the idea that you have happy family gatherings, happy family times. Everybody has everything that they need. All the cups are being fulfilled. That you can go on vacations and journeys and trips, and everything will be fine. But I always tell people it's a 10 of cups, and the cups are in a rainbow. And the rainbows are illusory, right? They don't really exist. It's just light reflection. So sometimes when this card comes up, I counsel people to take a look at what that happy family scene means. Sometimes a family is not just a man and a woman. It's 2 women. It's 2 men. It might be a single parent. And so you have to adjust what you are probably thinking, that happy family times and happy family gatherings, and what the happy family means, because it's not all one idea. We start at the top with the 10 of Pentacles. Normally, this card speaks about generational money. It represents, I just updated my Mac. Okay. It represents usually a family business or enterprise in which there are funds that pass down from generation to generation. But sometimes I see this card as a career card representing the 10th house. And it can mean a group of people who are working so close together, and everybody is pulling their weight. This can be where you've been at a job for 20 years and you are thinking about retiring, and you have retirement funds. So this card does, in a sense, represent finances, but also represents your status, your ambition, your standing in the community. So for some people, their ambition can be to have a 6-figure job or position. To other people, their status or ambition can be just to have their kids graduate from college. Maybe your kid is the first one to go to college. And so you have to define what success means to you. But you lose a pentacle from the 9. The 9 of Pentacles. This says that you have ignored all of the distractions, and you have focused on completing something, and you have received maybe rewards or accolades in case you are waiting on an inheritance. This means that you could receive it. It also indicates to me that there is a move here. I have 2 9s, and that usually means a change of residence or address. That can be a business address or a family address. So it just says it's a change. It's going to happen. And we see it here. After the change, you lose 5 more coins. There are 4 coins here. So maybe you retire, your lifestyle decreases a little bit, and you end up having to conserve what you have. That's what the card means. It's a conservation and a safe and secure time period. You might have to conserve your money, your energy, your time, your emotions. You are protecting your physical environment. Now, these 3 cards are pentacles, and they do represent finances or money, but the pentacles are all about the doing of something. In order to make money, you have to work. In order to conserve your money, you have to spend a little bit. So, also the 4 of Pentacles can be the kind of situation where suddenly you find yourself in a situation where someone doesn't want to share their money, their time, their energy with you. So this card asks you to look carefully at how you are, what you are saving and what you are giving, and vice versa. Is somebody giving you the things that you want? If not, they're being stingy. The next row, we find the Strength card. It represents the sign of Leo, and it represents the sun. Perhaps this goes back to August because it is an 8 card. And the Strength card says for you to face your fears, to be strong and face your fears. You don't have to be mean or ugly to speak whatever it is you need to say, but you need to say it. So you are facing your fears. Look at the female. She is walking up to the lion and she's opening its mouth. She's doing it from a gentle and kind approach. I gave you the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, but now we come to the Wheel of Fortune. It is a card of karma. It represents the planet Jupiter, and by association, the sign of Sagittarius. It covers let's say a worldview. It is about the changing of the nodes from Taurus to Scorpio to Leo to Aquarius. So these are cross currents. Your security along with someone else's security, your money, Taurus, versus someone else's money, Scorpio, Leo, the self, and Aquarius. Leo is not really the self, but it is a focus on the self. sex, drinking, dating, versus Aquarius, which is the groups. I hope that made sense. And this card says when it appears that something is about to change. Most definitely, there is a change in the air. And in order to navigate the change that's happening or that will happen, the key is to affix yourself to the center of the wheel. That way you won't be too up and too down. You just roll with the punches. From looking down here, there's a big change that says that it might be a change in family, a change in social economic status. That's why you're being asked to be strong, because there is a change coming. And some of you will not even see it. It is hidden by the eclipse. You might have gotten a message back in April that something was changing, a little inkling, but you don't know what it is yet. This card says, prepare yourself for the changes that are about to come. Then we come to the Hermit, another 9 card. And 9s are a focus on completion of events. This is before you move to a 10. So this comes before the 10. Now, if it was this way, I would say prepare yourself. Something big is about to come. But like this, it says that you need to stop and take time out to meditate, to concentrate, to focus on what this change may be or is coming. You might have to remove yourself from outside events. This card says you could end up being alone because there's loneliness here. He is not just the hermit who stands on a mountaintop, frozen in time. You are supposed to freeze events. Stop what you are doing, because something is coming. Inside his lantern, he has another star. I don't know if you can see that. He is not just a scholar, he is a teacher. So the message is for you to examine what is going on with you, what is going on in your life, what is going on with the events in your life. Where do you want to go? Stop what you are doing. Suspend time. It's almost like a hangman. The energy feels like a hangman, where everything freezes and you are stopped. But he is also shining a light into the dark so that he can light the way for other people. So I think that you will come out of this with some wisdom, because the next 2 cards speak about some kind of heartbreak and conflict. So the 3 of Swords is a card about perhaps feeling bitter, about resentments and hurt feelings and nasty words or exchanges, right? It says to prepare yourself for some news that may be shocking or hurtful to you. So something is coming, most definitely. We go from happiness, and little by little there are decreases in the increments, and then there is a big change. The last card is the Five of Swords. And in fact, this is the Three of Swords with two swords at it. This card says it is a victory to stand up for yourself if you are in a dispute. Perhaps someone has talked gossip or negative, ugly things about you here with the Three of Swords. This says you have to stand up for yourself if it is a dispute. But it also cautions and warns that you must not fight or argue too much because it will create a problem. The people will sink to any level to win. This Five of Swords, as you can see, he has three swords that he's holding, but there's two swords on the ground. Those people have given up in the argument. And the two swords over his shoulder always speak to me and say, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or maybe I should have said this. So it's kind of like being of two minds. The swords represent thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, and communication. And there it is. Something changes from this scene. But the change is already happening in the middle. Now, I'm going to tell you what the three tens speak about. Because it suggests money, arguments over money matters. Something comes to disrupt this. And there are arguments. As you can see, the money goes down, and that's why you are to conserve. And that's why you are being asked to be strong at this time, because the family dynamic is about to change. I don't know what that means for you. So I have no court cards in the spread. So I can look at the 10, the 9, the 4, the 10 of Cups, the 3, and the 5 as they relate to the Strength, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit. There is also, I think I gave you the meaning of the 9. It suggests a house move. 2 9s suggests a house move or a change of address. Somebody is going to be moving. I think there is going to be a breakup or a split coming right around the time of the eclipse, because this card speaks to not just hopes and dreams. This is another way of the card telling me it's the cosmology, it's the astrology that's happening. This is why you are being asked to draw from your own well. So let me see if the cards have anything to say about being next to any of these cards. No, not the 10. The 9 of Pentacles. With the 3 of Swords. It's telling you not to spend money frivolously or carelessly. Be careful with money and financial matters and keep a rein on your spending. That's what this says. The Nine of Pentacles with 3 tens is implying a major move or extended vacation or journey, which proves fruitful in many reasons. I'm sorry, the camera shut off. The Nine of Pentacles with 3 tens speak to a major move or extended vacation or journey which proves fruitful for many reasons. The Nine of Pentacles with any 10-numbered card. It is an indication of travel, journeys, short trips, and vacations. Well, it says that something is going to change, and there will be arguments over money matters. And this card can even presage a falling out or a separation between two people. So don't think just because I'm saying vacations and trips, I'm talking about something fun. You could go on a favorite vacation and have a crappy time. You end up fighting about money. The Four of Pentacles. With the Wheel of Fortune brings a message that you will have success in all that you undertake at this time. It is a positive time to go forward with your plans. Four of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. I can't say that it's true because it doesn't feel like it to me. It feels like sometime after the eclipse, and this could be a few months in the future, something is going to change. The Ten of Cups. And there are no wands here. There are cups and there are swords and pentacles. So the Ten of Cups I don't know why I can't read. Here we go. With another 10 card, indicates that a huge change is imminent, and the number of 10s will indicate how radical the change will be. If there are multiples of 10s within the spread, it will indicate how the changes will come about. Well, I say it comes about perhaps because either finances have gotten in the way, that third thing, two things, it comes about because something changes. That's all I can say. Between the money and the status and the happy family, something comes in between that. The Three of Swords it tells me nothing. The time frame of the Three of Swords is the 3rd to the 15th of October. It speaks to delays, ruptures, removal, absence, division, depression, separation, sadness, heartache, upheaval, unhappiness, sorrow, upset, disorder, and confusion. And now the Five of Swords. A separation, permanent breakup of a partnership or relationship of some kind due to the choices made by another. That's where the 3 is. Is implied with the 5 when the 5 of Swords appears in a spread. It may be telling of the breakup or severance of an important relationship or partnership and indicates the abrupt parting of ways. Let me say something about the 3 of Swords. It has a sense of vision. You know, sometimes things hurt very much and we may have to fight, but the hurt doesn't last very long. It feels like your heart has been pierced. Maybe you feel like your soul has been pierced, but with strength, following your own intuition, believing in yourself, you can recover. Look at that. Underneath there are 2 aces. A new lease on emotions and a new lease on your thoughts and your ability to communicate. Normally, 2 aces in a spread can mean a marriage or a contract. So I say that no matter the pain that you have to go through, something better will come to you on the other side. Nobody wants to hear that crap while they're going through it, right? Through the crap, but that's why I feel anyway, that the Star card has presented itself to say that your hopes and dreams, maybe you don't really hope and dream or wish for a divorce or a separation, but maybe with time you stopping to think about it, focus on it, deep down it really is what you want in the long run. I think you will be better for it. So let me pull 3 cards on the 10 of Pentacles in the center. So spirity. Superbia. Speranza. Well, so spirity card is a card of anxiety and of tears and of waiting, as if the ship has left you behind. But the thing is that this is a fear of the future. See the arrow above her head? That's talking about discordant energies coming from somewhere else. So this could be a fear of the future. You worry about what's going to happen, the fear of the future, and that the person or situation has left you behind. Here we have the Superbia. Basically, this is a card of vanity. It says that the person is may think he's blue-blooded, may come from a very high status in a family, but can also mean that you are perhaps worried about the way you look and you spend a lot of money looking good, putting on airs, things of that nature. Proud. And then we have the Esperanza, the Esperanza card. This card says, prepare yourself because something is about to happen. And if you look in the card, there is another depiction of Leo. It says that, in a sense, what may happen to you may not be all that bad for you. To keep up hope. And you see the anchor saying she's holding onto the anchor. Anchor yourself. That divine intervention is coming for you. So maybe the situation is you think that this is all good for you, but divine intervention is going to come clear the situation up. I'm going to pull a Psychic Oracle Tarot to wrap the reading up. I think those are three, they're rather ambiguous cards together, but in my mind's eye, I can see where it all makes sense. None of this may make sense to you. And you may say, damn, Tara, she lost her edge. But I haven't lost my edge. It's just harder for me to communicate what I'm saying and what I mean. But the intuition has not changed. And so the three cards to you may seem rather ambiguous about what they're saying. But I don't think I'm incorrect. It's a 9 of Wands. It says spiritual strength. It's kind of like what the Speranza card is saying, the Strength card is saying, and the Hermit card is saying, all at the same time. This is a matter of coming down to spiritual strength. This card is coming forth to give you encouragement and remind you that you have the strength, the inner strength, to complete whatever you've been working on. This final spirit card represents courage, discipline, stability, and persistence. You may be tired or worried or weary from the struggle, but now is not the time to give up. Instead, tap into all of your inner reserves for the one final push to achieve the desired outcome. You've been through so much to get to this point, and even though you have acquired some scars from the battle, you're wiser and stronger for it. The enlightenment you've gained will be an invaluable resource. You may also notice that you're experimenting with different things in your life at this time. All of these experiences feed your spirit and offer you knowledge for the future. That's a 9 of Wands. And remember, I said no wands came out in the spread. So that's what I have for you. I hope that message helped. And until next time, be well and namaste.